wanna be the greatest? You wanna fight giants with your bare fists? Fuck yeah! Punch mammoths to death? Fuck yeah! Move faster than sound. No glitches. Glitches are for bitches. Walk through lava. No cheats. 100% legit. Do you wanna know how to build the most badass ultimate OP Skyrim character ever? Yeah!
Well, here's how. First of all, you're going to need to have all the DLCs, minus Earthfire, though I do recommend it. Now, just to give you guys a quick idea of what this build is capable of, I'm going to read the stats of my own build. My character has 223 magic, 1,261 health, and 223 stamina. My blade sword does 1,563 points of damage per swing, plus 104 health absorption, and a 50% chance for 263 points of fire, frost, and shock damage. Needless to say, I can take down a legendary dragon in one swing. This is a tutorial that completely outdates just about everything else I've seen, but that's because it uses an obscure but effective method for maximizing your character. Here's how it's done. First, you're going to want to create a character. Be careful because this will impact your future build. Once you've finished, I suggest running straight to Riverwood, then to Whiterun, and defeating your first dragon instead of making a direct beeline to the college. Now, you might not want to join the college, but this is rather difficult to do without it. You need to join the college in order to get your hands on a special spell called Equilibrium, which is found in Labyrinthian Chasm, which is only accessible in the College of Winterhold questline. Once you have it, as long as you have the basic healing spell, you are good to go. Grind your restoration using these two spells to level 70. Do not take any perks. Once you reach level 70, if you aren't already one, you need to become a vampire. You can do this by simply being attacked by a vampire in order to contract Sanguinare Vampiris. Once you have it, you only have to wait 3 days, and then you can take your first perk. Now, the perk you're going to take is on the restoration tree, and it is called Necromage. The reason to go through all this trouble to begin with is simple: the nature of the perk itself. Underneath the Necromage perk, it says that all spells are more effective against the undead. However, what a lot of people don't know is that once you become a vampire, the game actually labels you as undead. So what exactly does Necromage do? The benefit is a 25% strength increase and 50% duration to all spells cast against the undead. And since you are undead, you get these benefits. This affects a multitude of things, such as enchantment strength, several other perks, and even a few weaknesses. However, the overall benefits far outweigh the negatives. Now, once you do this, you have to stay a vampire forever, which is why I suggested going to Whiterun. Though there is an exception to this rule, but we'll talk about that later. If you wanted to play as a werewolf, join the Companions Guild, relying on nothing but your werewolf powers. Again, you cannot take any perks. At the end of the quest, a side quest becomes available where you can cure yourself from being a werewolf. After this is done, play the game normally, taking perks and leveling whichever stats you please, but remember to plan ahead. While doing this, you need to grind alchemy, smithing, and enchanting to level 100, not forgetting to collect plenty of grand or black soul gems as well as these ingredients: blisterwort, glowing mushroom, saber cat tooth, spriggan sap, blue butterfly wings, hagraven claws, and snowberries, as well as cheap armor, gauntlets/gloves, necklaces, rings, and your choice of hoods, helmets, and /or circlets. Last but not least, while grinding levels, the perks you need to collect are: on enchanting, 5 levels of enchanter, insightful enchanter, corpus enchanter, and extra effect; on alchemy, 5 levels of alchemist, physician, and benefactor. Take whatever you want on smithing. Arcane blacksmith is optional, but rather handy. Now we're done, right? Absolutely not. Eventually, you're going to want to play the Dragonborn expansion. Once you get to Solstheim, you're going to want to pick up Azadel's armor, which can be found in Coldjorn Barrow. You're also going to want to collect all 7 black books, but you're primarily going to be needing one in particular: the Swallow Reagent. The book is found in Whiteridge Barrow. Once you defeat the level and reach the end, you will be given the choice of 3 different powers: Seeker of Might, which boosts combat skills by 10%, Seeker of Sorcery, which reduces mana cost by 10%, and Seeker of Shadows, which boosts stealth skills by 10%. Now, the secret to this build lies within the secondary effects of these powers. Might boosts smithing, sorcery boosts enchanting, and stealth boosts alchemy, all by 10% as well. Might also includes a nifty 15% reduction to shout time. And so begins the tedious part. Make sure to have multiple saves now. Take Seeker of Sorcery and go back to your crafting base. Put on Azadel's armor and craft a ring, hand gear, neck gear, and headgear with Fortify Alchemy. Next, go back to Solstheim, read the Swallow Reagent to be transported back, and choose Seeker of Shadows for the alchemy boost. Then return back to base and create a few Fortify enchanting potions. Then go back to Solstheim and choose Seeker of Sorcery. Then back to base and enchant a spanking new set of ring, hand gear, neck gear, and headgear with Fortify Alchemy while wearing Azadel's armor. Notice the pattern? You want to continue this loop until your Fortify Alchemy reaches 39%. Once you reach this point, I recommend creating a master set like the one I have here. On neck gear, put Fortify Alchemy and Fortify Smithing. On a ring, put Fortify Alchemy and Fortify Smithing. On armor, put Fortify Smithing. On hand gear, put Fortify Alchemy and Fortify Smithing. And on headgear, put Fortify Alchemy. Once this is done, you need to create large batches of Fortify Enchanting and Fortify Smithing potions. Make sure you have a Seeker of Sorcery and your Master Set is on while doing so. If you did everything right, your Fortify Enchanting potion should be at 49%, and your Fortify Smithing potion should be at 195%. Phew. Okay. The last steps. Return a soul sign, read the swallow reagent, and choose Seeker of Might. Go back to base, and while wearing your master's set, and after drinking a Fortify Smithing potion, create/improve your desired final pieces of armor and weapons. Then return a soul sign, read the swallow reagent, choose Seeker of Sorcery, go back to base, drink an enchanting potion, and enchant all of your final gear while wearing Azadal's armor. Once that's done, the rest is up to your imagination. But you've overcome the biggest hurdle. With maximized armor, weapons, accessories, and/or clothes, you are already on the path to having built the most badass ultimate OP Skyrim character ever. But it's not over yet, as we still need to cover some final notes that you will find quite juicy. Because of Necromage, the benefits you get from your enchantments will be boosted by 25%. Now, as you can see on my armor, instead of 99 points, of Fortify Health, I actually received 123 points of Fortify Health. Instead of a 64% boost to one-handed attacks, I received an 80% boost to one-handed attacks. By now you can clearly see the power of this build. At any time you can use the Black Book Waking Dreams to rearrange your perks. You will suffer no ill effects from taking away Necromage as long as you put it back, as all benefits will return to you as soon as the perk is restored, re-completing your build. Vampirism is the only way. But hey, don't worry about it. You're immortal. And you're a god. Feels good, doesn't it? Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. I will be bringing you more gaming videos as well as a breakdown of my own build and all sorts of crazy and fun things you can do using the formula found within this tutorial, like eating lava for breakfast, being the ultimate unarmed badass, and shouting everyone to death with plenty of gameplay and commentary. So stay tuned. This is Reaper signing out.
We are but maggots, writhing in the filth of our own corruption, while you have ascended from the dung of mortality